Boma was a 26-year-old software developer living in Yoba, Lagos, smart, quiet, and dependable. He didn't post much online, didn't go out often, and certainly didn't wear flashy clothes. But everyone in his compound mocked him. "See as you dey look like carpenter," his neighbor Biodon would sneer, adjusting his gold chain. Biodon was everything Boma wasn't: loud, flashy, always on Instagram Live with girls and cash, though no one knew what exactly he did for a living. Boma didn't care. He was focused. Working remotely for a small UK startup, he spent his days writing code, saving naira and dollars. He lived simply, cooked his own food, mended his own slippers, and sent money home to care for his widowed mother in Bayelsa. But then, in April, his startup folded without warning. No salary. No severance. His rent was due in 2 weeks. He tried freelancing online. Nothing came fast enough. He went to tech meetups and dropped his CVs everywhere in Lagos. Still, time ticked. He sold his phone and used a small button phone. Still, nothing. On the final day before eviction, Boma sat on the front step with his last 1,000 Nigerian nairas. A flashy Benz pulled up. It was Biodon. "You still dey suffer? Guy, join us. Just one run, you fit earn 3 million Nigerian nairas," he whispered, throwing a sly glance. For a second, Boma's chest tightened. His mother's rent. His own landlord's threats. His hunger. It would be easy. One run. No one would know. Then he remembered his father's words. "Your name is all you will have when everything else is gone." He stood up. "No, thank you." That night, he slept in a church compound. 2 days later, Boma received an email from an old client in Canada. They needed urgent app fixes and were ready to pay upfront. He worked non-stop for 3 days and earned double what he needed. A month later, he got a full-time remote job with a European fintech company. Higher pay. Better security. He moved out of the compound quietly, leaving a note on his door that read, "Never trade your peace for temporary pleasure. Dignity always wins, maybe not fast, but surely." Years later, Boma launched a startup that trained low-income youth in ethical tech careers. When asked during an interview what motivated him, he smiled and said, "I almost sold my soul once, just because the rent was due."